Hi everyone, welcome to the Voice of JMS Podcast. This is going to be the first pilot episode. And for today's podcast video, I'm joined by my classmate. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Inchan. I'm grade 12 and I've been in gyms since 2016.
So like how many years is that maybe?
So that's gonna be 9 years by when I graduate.
Wow.
And that's how long I've been with Hannaya. So annoying.
Unnecessary. Cut that out. Okay, well, hi everyone. I think you all know me. My name is Hannaya. I'm from year 12 and I've been here for almost a decade. So for this pilot episode, I will be interviewing Inchan on questions about the school and his own personal experience with the school, and he'll be asking me questions too. This might put my patience and our friendship to the test. Okay. First question. What's one piece of advice you'd give to your year 7 selves if you could go back? Or like your initial reaction of the school, maybe from advice you'd give to your year 4 self, since that's when you joined.
Honestly, I'll tell to myself to interact with friends more. Because like the first week of school, I didn't talk at all.
But that's because you barely knew English.
Oh yeah, that's true. And that's like the era I didn't even know what don't was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was kind of embarrassing though.
Would you tell yourself
To learn English.
to learn English quicker or
Faster.
faster? Okay, great.
Okay, now my question is to Hannaya.
Okay.
What should I choose? Oh, this sounds interesting. If you had to name one song that represents our school journey, what will it be? Oh, don't give me One Direction.
It's gonna be One Direction.
Oh
I think,
my
no,
God.
personally, because...
Is it gonna be the story of my life?
Yes, how did you know? Okay, so the song I would choose is Story of My Life by One Direction because it's literally the story of our lives. We've been here at this school for most of our childhood,
That's
most
true.
of our lives.
That's
and like
true.
it's been really fun. And I think that song really embodies that experience. Yeah. Is that a good answer? Good enough? Okay.
Good enough.
Okay. My next question. This is about like subject and school-wise, yeah? So what's one subject you never thought you would enjoy, but then you ended up really liking it, and why? Why did you end up liking the subject?
I guess I'll just say chemistry.
With Mr. Erwin. Mr. Erwin.
No, it started with Miss Mildred.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was back in grade 9 when we actually had chemistry as
Mm-hmm.
our subject. And then that was my actual first interactions with chemistry. And the way how Miss Mildred taught us was pretty fun. And it was like interactive too. And that's how I started liking chemistry.
Would you say you're good at chemistry now?
No,
Oh,
I'll say I'm decent, but I'm not good.
okay. Great, thank you. Next.
My question, this is about yourself.
Okay.
What's been your go-to way of dealing with stress and staying motivated? How do you feel about exams now compared to when we first started?
That's a good question, especially since exams are coming up too, right? The way I handle stress, I would always take a few hours to myself just doing whatever I like to do. Watch TV, play instruments, listen to music.
Isn't it mostly watching TikTok?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Or I would hang out with my friends. That's how I handle stress. And I would always tell myself like, it's never really that deep. Like everything's gonna be okay in the end. And like a grade doesn't define you, Inchan. Come on, right?
Yeah, but we'll still be crying
Yes,
if we get bad
but
grades.
you know what? It's okay to cry for a second, but then don't let that consume you, because then you'll just be more stressed. Another way to say motivated is, well,
It's like good grades, good academics maybe?
yeah, of course, like a reward system, I think it's good. So like after studying, you would give yourself time to like, okay, after I studied the subject, I deserve a break. That's how I say motivated. And just the thought of graduating really keeping me through this school year. And of course, going to school with my favorite classmate, Inchan. So motivated. What was the second part of that question about exams?
Yeah, how do you feel about exams now compared to when you first started here?
Oh, I remember we were both back in grade 6, right? When
Yeah, we were in
started.
assembly hall.
Yeah, and it was really scary because
It was
it was like,
combined
yeah,
with year
3
6.
grades combined together, and we all had to do it in the assembly hall, and that just made like the environment really more tense and stressed
Yeah,
out.
that's true.
But I feel like now it's more, I wouldn't say chill, but I'm not as stressed out as I used to be, but I'm still very stressed out.
Hey, but like when I see you, you look very stressed though.
Okay.
Like whenever I talk to you about exam, like
Yeah, because it is stressful, but like environment-wise, like we just do our exams in the classroom now, right? And
oh yeah, the assembly hall felt like a prison cell.
I feel more, not more, well, I hope I'm more prepared now compared to when I first started, right? What about you? What do you think?
I feel like honestly the experience of doing exams in the assembly hall was kind of unique to me because like a little noise that you make, everyone can hear it.
Yeah.
And then that kind of like make you pressured.
Yeah.
So that like, you couldn't even like
Definitely.
clear your throat or anything. And there was this one point when I cleared my throat, everyone thought I burped. And then there was like,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, okay.
And then there was this former student, Ahmed. Like he used to like make fun of that
Yeah.
for like past like 3 days.
Okay. So like, but like academic wise, would you say it's like, it's been getting easier even though the subjects are tougher, but
Well, I'll say as we experience more exams, we got used to it about the
Yeah.
systems, so that like we don't really feel pressured when we go to the exam room. It's just that, oh, we have another exam.
yeah.
Just 1 hour and 30 minutes
Yeah,
writing down.
I agree. It's like we just want it to be over at this
Yeah.
point.
This is about the school events.
Okay.
So if you could bring back any school events from our early years, what would it be?
I feel like the school events were always constant, right? Like it's always the same.
No, but like there's this one specific event that is gone now when we were in primary.
Primary? I
Yeah.
don't remember it being primary. I would want to bring back game night.
Oh
honestly.
yeah, that's
I
true.
don't remember.
Hey, but do you remember when we were like, was it every week or every end of the month we will go to music room and then whoever had the birthday on that month, we'll just celebrate with them.
Oh.
That was like just because it was kind of like nostalgic. I want that to be back,
I don't really remember that.
bruh.
Sorry.
Bro.
Well, I love game night, honestly. That's one event I would bring back. Hint.
It's the call.
Yeah. Because I think game night's really fun, you know? Like everyone was always together and there was board games, we had
That's
Mario
true.
Kart, and it was really fun. And
Oh yeah.
I feel like for our last year, it'd be really fun to bring that back, yeah.
What about the time when we had sleepover?
Yeah, that was part of game night.
Was it?
That was part of game night. So we would have school regularly, remember? And then from
yeah.
like 4 to 6 or something, we'd play games in the assembly hall, and then we'd sleep at the school. I don't know how that was allowed, but yeah, it was really fun. Oh, okay, this is about our friendship. I'm interested to know Inchen's opinion, okay. How would you describe our friendship back then versus now?
Oh, back then we were enemies.
Yeah, I agree.
Like we would just fight.
I hated Inchen back then.
Oh my god, there was this one memory that I still keep in mind. It was right after PE. And then, or was it lunchtime? I don't remember. But yeah, someone. Okay, first of all, I was very sweaty after lunchtime because I would always play sports, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there was this one time I sat beside someone called Hannaya. And then she was like, "Ew, Inchan, go away from me. Ew, Inchan, you smell." And then you know what she did? She was like, "That's what she did."
I'm so sorry.
That's what she did.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. Do you remember?
No. I don't remember this event happening at all. Wow. I'm sorry I gave you trauma, but
It's not
I'm
really
so
a trauma, but it was like, for me, it was kind of culture shock.
culture shock.
Yeah, because, okay, first of all, in Korean school, well, my previous school, I guess they were like used to it, so they didn't really care about the smell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then there was this girl called Hannaya in this gyms. She was like, "Oh my god, you smell." Okay, that was back then.
Yeah, see
Okay,
back then. What
that was
about
back
now?
then.
What about now?
She still annoys me a lot, but I know her back, so I guess it's gotta give and take. So I guess
Yeah.
we became from enemies to besties.
Yeah. And then we're graduating together. Insane. Wow. How many years have we been friends? Like
9 years by next year.
Wow. Okay. Great. Okay. Your turn, right?
Okay, as a student who've been here for more than average students, what's one piece of advice you'd give to new students joining gyms?
That's a good one. I feel like we could both answer it, but I'll go first.
Yeah.
One piece of advice, I would tell them to not be scared. Like, don't be scared about, like, I get it, a new environment and a new school is really, really scary, especially for somebody joining JMS for the first time. But this school is really like
small community.
It's a really small community, which is a good thing if you look at it in one way, because we're all a family, obviously, and we're all just. It's not. There's not really any bullying at this school, like, at all. I feel like.
Excuse me?
Okay, other than the friendship here, one section of bullying. Generally, at this entire school, there's no bullying, and you can make friends wherever, and like even between grades, like you can be friends with like an 8th grader or 7th grader if you want.
That's true.
Yeah, and for new students, I would warn them a bit that it's gonna be a crazy school year, but it's gonna be really, really fun. All the events are really fun, making new friends. Classes are gonna be hard, but you know, it's fun. It's been fun. It's going to be fun. Yeah.
Going to be.
What about you? What advice you would give?
I'll give something similar with you. I'll say try to be more interactive with students.
Yeah.
Because like all of us are pretty much welcoming to new students.
Yeah.
Since it's kind of like a small community, we'll be happy to have more students and which could become friends in the school. So like having more friends at school is like kind of fun.
Yeah, because it's like new people and like you've never met them.
Yeah.
And, like you really want to know like where they came from, who they are.
Like you'll be asking them, yo, which school you were from?
Yeah.
Yo,
like, do you know this person? Do you know this person?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's really fun.
So I'd say do your best to interact with other students.
Yeah.
Because we are all welcoming.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So inspirational. You're so quotable today. Okay. Okay. This is a question for you. What's the biggest academic challenge you faced at JMS and how did you get through it? Maybe choose one out of the many academic challenges.
I'll say there's two. I'll say first during COVID, and the second one is when we had IGCSE.
Oh yeah.
That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Okay, first during COVID, it was quarantine, right? So we will just basically depend on online studying, which is for math, it was kind of hard to understand because like we will need the teacher to teach us on the spot so that we'll just understand directly. Instead of the teacher showing the screen, explaining about the theory and extra, it's just kind of like sometimes there are parts you don't really understand. So you just have to look it up yourself and then try to understand what it actually means. And for IGCSE, oh my god.
It was stressful.
Yeah.
But we haven't done IB yet, so that might be...
You don't have to remind me.
Okay, sorry.
You didn't have to remind me.
That might be one of the biggest ones upcoming. But so far, I would agree.
Like, IGCSE happened around May to June, right?
Yeah.
So we prepared
2
since
years ago.
March?
Yeah, we had to prepare since March because we had our mocks and everything. And for the upcoming grade 10 now, right? They're gonna have their IGCSEs.
Good luck.
Yeah, in a few months. Good luck. I just have to say IGCSE is easier than IB. I'm not saying exam-wise, but because IGCSE, it's just repetitive. You just practice the practice questions.
That's true.
And you'll get used to it. But yeah.
Like, I would tell you guys to do more past papers.
Yeah.
And then if you don't understand, go to your teacher.
Yeah.
And then understand, because I didn't really do that, and I think that's why I got.
Okay, you have to don't scare them. You're upcoming year 10 or like any grade for who's taking the semester exams like soon. We just have to have the mentality that like we can do it. You know, we can get 100.
Yeah, that's true.
It's possible, which is why I always say 45 out of 45. You know, for IB. It seems impossible, but if it's in our head and we manifest it, we pray for it, we work hard,
true.
it's gonna happen. So, because I didn't do that with IGCSE, I was like, okay, Bahasa, I'm gonna get good, but like math, I don't know. So like, and it's not really like high standards. It's more just like believing in yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for sharing. I think we have a little bit more questions. How do you think? Wait, no, this is my question. I'm gonna ask you. How do you think JMS has shaped who we are, both in and out of classrooms? We can both answer this one.
Honestly, when I first read that question before filming this, I didn't really understand how to answer that. But like, all we know is that this small community made us like interact with other students, so that like we won't be like very like awkward unless there's a language barrier. And why are you giggling?
Sorry. I understand the struggles of a language barrier. I'm sorry. I'm just like nodding. Okay. Is that it? Okay.
Where was I? Language barrier.
It can help you learn English, right?
Pardon?
The school. I mean, like the school environment.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I don't know how to answer that, so I'll just pass to Hannaya.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay, guys. I can answer for the both of us. So, I think this school, me personally, maybe it's for the both of us too, it made me gain a lot of confidence, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it really helped because with such a small school, it's hard to be embarrassed at the school. So, everyone, all the teachers. It's not really, it really helped me gain confidence, and that confidence and that friendliness and that openness to new people, I bring with me wherever I go, even outside of school, when I meet new people. So yeah, even previous JMS students have said the same thing to me too. Like Nabila, she said when she first went to her new school that she didn't feel shy at all. She was scared, but she wasn't shy. She was always open to meeting new friends. And I think she told me she gained that experience from having so many years here in JMS, right? And with language barrier wise, I'm sure it was hard for you to learn at first, but it wasn't like we all bullied you.
It was you.
Okay, maybe just me. But as a community, everyone was very helpful and welcoming to help you understand how to learn English, right?
By the way, I'm joking, guys.
Okay, so last question. I'm just gonna ask you again. This is gonna be the last question, okay? How would you sum up your JMS experience in 3 words? Sum it up. What would they be?
3 words.
Just 3 words. 9 years summed up into 3 words.
9 years,
Yeah.
damn, that's...
Yeah.
I'll say, we did it.
We did it! Great! Thank you.
See, this is what I mean when she's bullying me.
I would say exciting, adventurous, and fun.
Adventurous?
Just fun.
What's adventurous about?
Adventurous, just in the sense that there's so many things we both went through, and it was an adventure, you know?
Yeah.
Experiencing new things and stuff. Yeah. Any message to the next coming up podcasters? If you guys are interested and you wanna do this like me and Ichan are doing, sign up and talk to Mr. Iqbal. Yeah. Okay, and it's really fun. You can talk about anything you want. Thank you for listening. This has been the voice of JMS Podcast with Hannaya and Ichan. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.